Yes, Zaga, Yaga. You know the vibes you're rocking up. Yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the source. Um, I'm not gonna stay on that long. I just want to share a little sauce experience. You know, on this Tuesday, the 29th, August 29th, right? Um, I was just chopping it up, right? With you know somebody over there at Takeover Promotion, right? And then in doing so, um, it had me, thinking on, Teofimo Lopez's year thus far, right? And we was talking, and I was saying like, man, um, from December to pretty much now, right? I was like, man, you guys have had some type of a year, you know, pretty much fighting like December 10th. December 10th, he fought Xander Martin, right? At the Big Garden, upstairs, not the Hula Theater where he fought Josh Taylor. He fought Xander Martin headlining MSG, right? The performance, he caught a lot of flack for his performance that night. Uh, that's the infamous night where the video that he did, where he was like, "Do I still got it?" That video came out. Um, People were questioning whether he should get rid of his father as the trainer. Just a whole bunch of stuff. That December 10th. Afterwards, right? Then like a lot of other stuff started surfacing about his personal life. The fact of the marriages with the wife and the relationship, right? Now you factor all that in, he's going to face the lineal champion, the former undisputed champion, a guy who was basically undisputed, but uh, vacated his title. So leading up into that, I remember that fight week, right? A lot of people, he was the betting odds. The betting odds was against him, but a lot of people just, offer the Xander Martin performance, right? And just everything that he has going on personally. They was like, man, this dude is gonna get rolled out. He's gonna get rolled out. Now I remember covering the fight, man, covering him, saying like, now he's in good spirits. Um, he was big. You know what I'm saying? Like covering Teofimo in the past. Like I have covered him, Richard Comey fight, uh, George Kambosos fight. These are all fights at 135, right? When to me it seemed like he struggled to make the weight. He was always weight trained. I remember I think it was George Kambosos fight. Um, he almost missed weight. He almost missed weight. Like I remember the George Kambosos fight. He almost missed weight. I think the fight with Richard Comey when he won the title, he was having trouble making the weight 135. So he's always had like 135 was not, he was a champion and everything, but he seemed to outgrow the weight class. You gotta remember, he was fighting at 135 as a youngin, a baby. He started becoming a young man. When you start becoming a man and getting to your man strength, your body is developing a little bit more. So I think it started getting hard for him to make 135. Remember, he was always considered a big 135 pounder, but nonetheless, you know, he did what he did at 135, defeating Lomachenko in the bubble. But now he was at 140, a higher weight division. Not only was he at the division, he was set to face, like I said, Josh Taylor was undisputed, man. If he had he not, did what he did as far as vacate the belts, give up the WBA and the IBF, he would have been undisputed. That would have been another. That would have been an undisputed fight for Teofimo that night, man. But for various reasons, Josh Taylor gave up three of the belts. He gave up the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA. He still had the WBO and the ringmasters. The ring belt. I always say ringmaster. That's the amateur tournament up here where we're at. So now, like I said, coming into that fight, people really were doubting if Tio could beat this guy, right? But like I said, the fight week, he was confident, man. Him, his team, um, they were confident. But a lot of people in the industry, they wasn't. They was like, yo, this dude is about to lose. Um, Top Rank is gonna get rid of him. They're tired of him and his dad. You were saying all of the stuff, man. All of the stuff leading up into the fight. Um, then Tio plays a part in that too. Him and his father, they do what they do, right? I remember, shout out to the Bill Haney was on deck, right? I'm telling you, a lot of people, they're not admitting it, but they just knew they thought he was gonna lose. They wanted to be there to celebrate that, man. They wanted to be there to watch Josh Taylor beat him. Because remember, his father was calling for a Josh Taylor fight for a long time, saying that they would beat Josh Taylor. They would be two-time undisputed. They was trying to do what Terrence Crawford did before Terrence Crawford. But unfortunately, like I said, Josh Taylor never. Well, he did defend it one time against what's the dude's name? Catterall, Jack Catterall. Hopefully, I said that right. Right, but other than that, he didn't really. He gave the belts up, so Tio just was able to win the WBO. But when that fight started, right? I remember that fight, man. I remember saying to myself, like, yo, Tio's on point. Tio's coming out boxing. And I think ring rust, a lot play, but one thing about Tio could box, man. People don't really be giving him his credit for his boxing ability, right? But he could box, because like I said, he had two subpar performances, right? In his last couple of fights. He had when he lost to George Kambosos, right? After defeating Lomachenko. Then he had the questionable fight against Xander Martin, where a lot of people were doubting him, where he seemed to be doubting himself, but playing to the Kimbo. One thing about the Lopez, they know how to spice it up for the camera. So um, there was a lot of question marks, man. A lot of question marks. But then when he went out there and did what he did, against Josh Taylor, like I said, Josh Taylor had beat Jose Ramirez, dropped Jose Ramirez, right? To become undisputed. Jose Ramirez at the time was an undefeated former Olympian, highly touted fighter, right? Real talk. He defeated Regis Progress to gain at the time. I think what the Regis had, the WBC. Regis had a belt. Regis had a major belt. He defeated Regis over there in his backyard, which some say was a close fight, right? But he defeated Regis Progress, right? So Josh Taylor was that dude, man. Now, like I said, T.O. was facing this guy after looking like, not looking the best, right? He wasn't looking the best against Xander Martin, questioning himself. But then he went in there and basically put on a performance against Josh Taylor, the lineal champion, really the undisputed champion. And at some points in the fight, I forget what round it was. T.O. had him like hurt where it almost seemed like T.O. might have been able to stop him. So that was like I could just remember covering it, being there like, damn, this is some shit, right? Knowing that what he had just done, like, yo, this dude just really just thrusted himself back in position, right? Because everybody had him wrote off, man. Everybody had him wrote off. Top Rank was ready to get rid of him. Well, I don't know about get rid of him. They was ready to shit on him. Because they damn sure was going to shit on him. Had he lost to Josh Taylor, they would have shitted on him, man. If you know, you know, right? But a lot of y'all don't know. But that's neither here nor there. But they was going to shit on him, right? But by him winning, right? And him winning in the fashion that he won in, right? Man, he was in position again, man. And then he played that whole retiring thing and this, that, and the third. T.O. knows how to play the game, man. He knows how to play the game. Now, like I said, he turned his position around in one night, man. One night, like prior to that night, man, he was looked at like, damn, he don't have it no more. Because after the Xander Martin fight, man, the amount of disrespect that he was getting, the amount of and this is the guy that beat Lomachenko, right? But they just, T.O. was done. A lot of people were saying that he was washed up already after he lost to George Kambosos, right? Telling like I covered the guy, right? And shout out to his team, Takeover Promotions, right? They wrote him off, man. And now, like I said, he's in position to do some big things, real big things in the sport, man. And I was looking at 140, right? How 140 is playing out right now with the big names. You got Devin Haney campaigning there. You have the other champions, the Regis Progress. You have Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia, contrary to what you guys want to speak about or believe, right? After the Tank Davis pay-per-view, right? I know you guys are gonna say it takes two to do it, but he put up a big pay-per-view number with Tank Davis, right? Ryan is a big name. He's a commodity. He's a commodity with no belts. I don't even think he has fought for a legit world title, but yet he still carries that prestige. And we was just talking about that. I was just talking about that with Takeover Promotion, how big that fight would be with Ryan Garcia. especially after Teofimo is a legit champion. Teo's a legit champion, not like he's not a secondary titleist. He is a official world champion, WBO and ring. He has the ring, but he has the linear belt. So he has official straps. And you know, one thing about Tio is marketable as well. Tio already has major sponsorships with Bud Light and I believe Monster Energy drink. So dude is that could be a big fight, and I think they are eyeing that fight. Early next year sometime. Early next year, like I said, they are looking at I believe it's Jose Ramirez in December. And then next year, maybe possibly getting a Ryan Garcia or even a Tank Davis. If Tank Davis eventually moves up, which I see him possibly doing too. Because as you see, like 135 is going to be wide open now, right? If Shakur and Frank Martin end up fighting for the WBC, I'm pretty sure all the other belts will probably be, you know, divvied up or whatever. You see other guys fighting for belts. So I'm hearing whispers, rumors that maybe George Kambosos might fight for IBF. These are things that you hear, not really set in stone, but you hear these things. So you just gotta, be mindful, pay attention to what goes on. Yes, this is the source experience. I just feel like talking about Tio this morning, man. I was bored. I just had an excellent conversation with his people, right? And I was like thinking about it. I was reminiscing, like, yeah, man, all the fights this year so far. I was like, that was probably is one of the one of the ones that caught people by surprise. Like I said, a lot of people wrote Buddy off, man. They threw him. They pretty much threw him away, man. He was casted out, man. You know, they casted Tio out, man. I think I came down here after they was my ball. But yeah, I guess that fight was a dope fight to be around, man. You know, but a lot of people was in there just thinking that they're gonna get to point the finger and laugh at dude. They thought they was gonna get to do him how they was gonna do Terrence. You see how that played out. Like a lot of people showed up in Vegas with Terrence, right? But they just knew that Earl Spence was going to destroy him. And when that didn't happen, it kind of fucked up their movie. And that's what we see in New York. I remember, like, man, the people that were there, I'm like, man, they here to watch this dude move, man. They here to watch Josh Taylor do a number on him, man. So they could be like, yeah, we told you. So they could laugh at us longer, because one thing about Junior or Senior, I'm bugging, right? Senior, right? They don't like Senior because Senior talks and shit, man. Senior gets his liquor in him, and Senior talks and shit, man. But Senior always had a plan. And one thing I can honestly say about the Lopez, they stuck to that plan. Not only did they stick to that plan, they, that plan came to fruition. That plan came to fruition. And and it continues to come to fruition, man. That's why I say, like, when I hear you guys, when remember he told Bill Haney at that same fight, um, after we beat Josh Taylor, right? And what you see, Bill being Bill, right? Bill didn't think they was gonna win. You know, Bill didn't think they was gonna win, right? Bill was there, and Senior was like, Senior was like, yeah, I'm going to, you know, yeah, we can fight, but I want 20 million or something. And Bill was like, don't price yourself out. Like, don't price yourself out, right? Maybe they can get that now, you know. I just find that funny too. Right? This is the guy telling somebody not to price themselves out, right? Don't price yourself out. But you are the one out here offering low ball offers, right? You know, 25%. But you just told this man don't price yourself out. Boxing, you know, this is boxing. But yeah, T.O. and them had a plan, man. And I think eventually, right, T.O.'s gonna get that type of bread, man. Because if you really listen to their plan, right, when he was talking about wanting $100 million, right, he was talking about a contract, like the same type of contract that you see Gillian Wallow about 100 million. So he was talking about, you know, those like a Canelo Alvarez type of deal, 4 or 5 fights. You know, that's what he was talking about, man. You know, and I like that. I like that attitude. I like that ambition. You know, but I think like a lot of times content creators, right, journalists, media, instead of reporting what a fighter is saying, right, we put the narrative on it. You see, I said we. I didn't exclude myself, right? Even though, like I said, I do talk with these people, and I ask, like, yo, what do y'all mean by that, right? But I just feel like those that discuss boxing, right, that gossip boxing, you know, they just put their own spin on it. So when the man was saying that he wanted 100 million, you was hearing people already killing him, like, oh, yeah, like, nah, he's talking about a contract. So when he's saying $20 million a fight, he wants maybe a 5 fight deal. And remember, fighters were getting shit like that, right? Um, Canelo just got that, man. Not even for 5 fights, for 3 fights. What's wrong with that? See, journalists, content creators, we don't highlight shit like that, right? We highlight the fighters wearing, you know, and I'm only saying this because we just seen it with the Gilly the Kid and Wallow interview with fucking Jamel Charlo. Yeah, they're sitting there highlighting, right? Like we always fought for the banana in the tailpipe, right? Um, they're highlighting guns and butter, right? I should have included this in my guns and butter shit. They're highlighting Jamel Charlo's cars and whoop, all this shit talking about, oh man, Al Heyman, the PBC boys getting the money. But yet, Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder Tyson, Tank Davis, none of these guys over there ever received a lucrative contract offer as a Canelo Alvarez. Nowhere close to it. But yet, we will get programmers like Gilly the Kid and Wilder to do interviews on $1 million worth of game and make it seem like these fighters are, you know, getting paid what they should be getting paid. When in reality, they're not. They're not. And I say that respectfully because when a fighter such as a Teofimo Lopez says, oh, I want 100 million, you say you're pricing yourself out. But yeah, a Canelo Alvarez can get that for 3 fights. You know? So I wish the best for the Lopez's. I think they will get that, and by them getting that, it sets the bar for the younger fighters, you know, for the Jamali Tuckers, the $1 Million Mauleys, the Amanis, all these guys coming up underneath them. Because to be honest, I feel like the fighter that came after Floyd, they did not maximize off of what Floyd did. They attempted to. No, I don't even think they attempted to. They got programmed. Respectfully, like they looked at the part, right? If you look at a lot of these fighters that idolize Floyd Mayweather, they look like Floyd Mayweather as far as like trying to rock the jewelry and the cars and shit like that. But they didn't get the deals like Floyd Mayweather. If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. But the ones that did get the deals like Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, then the ones that are talking about doing shit like that, Teofimo. I want to see what Tank Davis does, man. Like, I see he posted something, but I want to see what he does now. Is he going to try to secure a big deal? It's about securing the deal, man. Later for like, and it's time for like, and I say this respectfully, it's time for the black fighters to do that, man. To do that, like, lock in a big deal where you're getting a nice guarantee. Later for all this, you fighting for X amount Y, Z, and then they tell you, oh, you're getting on the back end. Do you think Canelo's worrying about any back end when he fights Charlo? He doesn't care if that pay-per-view flops. He doesn't care if that pay-per-view flops, man. Because he already got his contract, his guarantee. If that pay-per-view flops, he's still seeing buku dollars, right? Whereas if the pay-per-view does good, he just gets more and more money. But if that pay-per-view does 100,000 pay-per-view buys, it's not affecting his pocket at all. It's not. Hopefully, some of y'all understand that. But I think a lot of y'all that discuss boxing have no idea about that at all. At all. But yeah, shout out to T.O., man. Let me get back on T.O. This was about T.O. and my experience covering him. I covered a lot of fights this year. Team Tucker fights, but as far as like fight cards, that was probably, like I said, because covering him December 10th and being around the people like, damn, he don't got it no more. And to see what he did against Josh Taylor, it was like, man, he fucked the game up against T.O. And watching them dance the night away at the Insider, that's the new hotel. The Insider, they was dancing the night away, celebrating, jumping off of they had the penthouse suite up top, jumping off the tables, doing the John Travolta. To see them go from there to December 10th at the Stewart when he was questioning whether he had it or not. It's like, man, dude is really in position. And like I said, 140 is going to be smoking. If it's not already smoking. It's going to be really smoking because you got to think eventually Tank Davis is going to come up there. Because like, what's really in 135 right now? Because, all likelihood Devin Haney is going to stay at 140 now, right? 135, you have probably the biggest fight for Tank right now at 135 would be Shakur Stevenson if him and Frank Martin fights and Shakur becomes the champion. But that's only one guy. Now, when you go to 140 right now, you have Ryan Garcia up there. You have Regis Progress up there. You have Devin Haney. You have Teofimo Lopez. You have Sabril Batiste. It's more of a cream of a crop. Whereas 135, you have Shakur Stevenson. A lot of the other guys, they fit into the Frank Martin category. They have a name, but it's like, what have they really done? What have they really done? So you can't say that about Shakur. Shakur has a name and he has done things in other divisions. Whereas a lot of these other guys that are left out there at 135 haven't done nothing. They are trying to do something at 135. Hopefully, you are getting this boxing conversation that I'm giving you this morning. Oh, man. But let me see. I got a couple comments. Let me see the comments. Salute, Tope. What's going on? Wagwan. Shout out to the UK. We are international. I'm not going to say global. I'm going to say international because I do have a lot of international sauce flavor with it now, man. So salute to all the international players in the game. You know the vibes. But yes, 140 is going to be cooking. And I am eager to see where Polo the Dawn, you know who Polo the Dawn is, right? Gary Antoine Russell will stack into that equation. Because, you know, his time is coming too, right? Doesn't he have to get a turn? You know, doesn't he have to get a turn? He should be fighting for a title soon, right? Undefeated, knockout artist, pressure fighter, right? He should be fighting for a title soon. That's what I said. 140 is going to be cooking. 140 is going to be the division. Right underneath 147 is going to be the division. Because I think Shakur, I don't see him staying at 135 that long. And I see him capturing the belt, maybe trying to get a Tank Davis fight if that's possible, and moving around. Because you got to pay attention, right? This is a Shakur Stevenson who was just working with the undisputed champion, right? Welterweight champion, Terrence Crawford. So if he's sparring guys like that, what is fighting at 140 going to do for him? Nothing. Yeah, he can do it. He's sparring big guys right now. So if he goes up to 140, right? I'm pretty sure he can handle that. But like I always say, hey, what do I know? What do I know? Smash the like button for me one time, for the one time. Let me see what you're saying, Tove. Hold on. Let me stop this machine. Tove said, damn, Shy, you dropping that really hot sauce today. Do you reckon they can handle it? Beetlejuice boxing IQs, yes. Well, if they can't handle it, you know, it's just growing my portfolio, man. You know, so I'm all about growing my portfolio now, man. You know, I am a media marketing agent slash talent scout. You know, and I manage my daughters right now. I'm in the process of growing them, setting them up to be great. You know, so I feel like by me blogging, coming on here now, it just adds more flavor to my resume. You know, it adds more flavor to my resume. That's what I was doing today. So just reminiscing on, you know, covering the two fights that I did cover Tio this year. Because, you know, when I do want to go on my bag and get out there and cover fighters or fights, I do that. You know, I just don't, I'm just not Team Chucker Media marketing agent. Like I did the Edgar Berlanga fight as well. Well, you know, I cover fights when I want to. You know, I just choose not to a lot of times now. It's like I said, media to me, you know, I always will have the media love because the media love opened a lot of doors for me, right? But I just think that the media game to me is not watered down. It's just there's so many people in the way that don't know their actual worth, right? And when you don't know your worth or what you bring to the game, you're in the way. And that's what we see with the media now. You know, it's a whole bunch of dudes, right? And I'm gonna just use this because these probably were like the last two big media events. The Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford press conference, and now the Jamel Charles Canelo press conference, right? You had so many guys, you know, go out there and cover these fights, right? Well, not even fights. They covered the presser, right? Now, when you cover the presser, you're doing the job for TGB Promotions, for Swanson's PR, right? Because in a sense, these people get paid. Look, now, since you said the source was hot, I'm gonna make it even hotter, right? These people get a budget, Toby, to cover, to do the work that they are giving the thirsty media people to do, right? Now they will approve you of for credentials to cover a press conference, right? Now, when you go and cover these press conferences, you're putting out content to help to market and promote the fight. Now, I'm just using those two for example, right? Now, when you go out here and you cover these events, right, you are giving maybe 5 minutes, if that, to do a media scrum with the particular fighters, right? Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence for the first one, Smell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez for the second one, right? Now, you only get in 5 minutes, right? You're not getting really no one-on-one interviews. But yet your content that you are getting or trying to get, now you're going to put out on whatever platform you have, right? This will help to generate interest into the fight. Now, when you go to apply for the fight night credential, these same people that allowed you to work a presser to help promote the fight won't approve you. They won't approve you for credentials to cover the fight. They'll tell you that, you know, XYZ. I'm gonna give you an example. We got a lot of we got a lot of media coming, international media, bigger media. So we can't accommodate everybody. But then you have that same media, international, bigger media at the presser. But see, a lot of these guys don't, like I said, they sell themselves short because they're thirsty. They're in the way. And they get upset with somebody like me who knows my value. Not only do I know my value, I know what I bring to the game. And like I said, doing this for so long, I know the game. That's why when it comes to my brand, respectfully, I don't associate with a lot of people. Because a lot of people, like I say, are in the way. And they don't know what they're working with. Nor do they know what they're working to accomplish. See, if you don't have no vision, if you don't have no real purpose, if you don't have no real end game, you settle for anything. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. You know, hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it, entails. But like I said, covering this seeing from December to that fight at the Hula Theater, all the things that they went through, a lot of stuff behind the scene, like, damn, they're really playing this dude. This dude went from fighting in Madison Square Garden, a non-title fight, to fighting in Hula Theater for a title fight. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of international media there for that, Like I said, luckily my affiliations with Takeover Promotions, I was able to pull some strength because a lot of when you get fights like that, where you have a foreign fighter, Josh Taylor, he brings a lot of media with him, and you know what they do? The guys like myself and others, we get shysted, we get shitted on. That's why I tell you it's important to network with people, important people, you know. And I say this respectfully. I don't network with nobody, man. You know, just because it is what it is. And I say that respectfully. Like a lot of people are nobodies. I'm not saying that nobody's like, you know, in general. I'm just saying they show you that they're nobody. If somebody networking is simple mathematics, right? Networking could be sharing people's content, right? I share people's content that I know don't even like me. You know why I share it? Because by me sharing it, I'm not gonna block my blessing. And that's what you see that took place. A lot of people don't share content. This is free stuff to do, right? They don't like your shit. They claim they don't watch your shit, but then they're trying to put a spin on something you say, so they're obviously watching your shit. They just don't acknowledge it, right? But catch this vibe right here, right? If the reason why I came to YouTube 5 years ago was because I was like, damn, YouTube is a networking system. It's a place where you can share information free, networking. But once I jumped into it, I realized that it wasn't that, right? And I'm going to show you how it's not that. If real content creators, right? You got a handful out here that do network, right? But if we all was on the same accord and actually really network, right? And shared information, shared each other's work, YouTube will be what it's supposed to be. But to keep it all the way tall with you, it's not. And it shows because if like my channel is growing now, right? And I appreciate the ones who have been sharing the content. And I notice for a fact that it's through my circle of people that I network with that I'm growing. And the channels that I'm growing with are small channels like me. So that just goes to show me that these bigger so-called channels, not only do they not network, they're not official. If you can catch what I'm saying. Because if you are that big of a channel, right, with that much of an influence and a structure behind you, you should have more people on that same accord with you. I'm gonna break it down a step even further. Like what Dave Dash said, it's like if I have a crew, right, and everybody in my crew has money, right? 10 guys, we all have money. Nobody should ever fall off. Because if one person falls off, he has 9 other individuals he can go to that can uplift him. Now, when you see these channels, right? I know I just took it somewhere else, but that's what I do. I educate you guys, and that's why I'm black. Now, when you see these channels that have 6-digit subs, right? And they tell their listeners, their subscribers, subscribe to this guy, subscribe to that guy, and you don't see no growth or influx on the channels that they're saying to do that to, do they really have that type of structure? You know, things that just make you go home, right? Now, I'm only saying that because, like I said, my channel has grown over the last 2 months with my team that I've been networking with. And we don't even have nowhere close to the structure that some of these more powerful, quote unquote, influential channels have. But yeah, we have been growing in viewership, in numbers, in subs, and that. And then I took it a step further, right? I look at some of these channels that sit on and do lives for XYZ amount of time, right? And they have views, they get numbers. But then you look at their subs, and their subs are not moving. So it leads me to believe that maybe the people that are watching you, sitting around fucking with you, aren't really fucking with you. Because not only are they not bringing you listeners, They're just sitting around like a anchor wearing you down. Does that make sense? There's a couple y'all in here. Does that make any sense, man? I know sometimes I just, this is supposed to be about Teofimo Lopez. It was, though. It was. It was. Shout out to Toby. Toby, you made me take it somewhere else, man. And check out my foodie review. I seen my peoples, and they got a bacon, egg, and cheese from my spot, right? Because I was over on the south end earlier. I had to do a special job over there. So I went to my deli, and a hand crew was over there in effect. And I was chopping it up with them, and they got a bacon, egg, and cheese. I snapped the picture, right? I was like, yo, let me see that, man. And I did a quick, listen, one thing about my company, yes, I have a company, a media company, right? You have to grow. I feel like I'm pretty much established when it comes to boxing media. I am like I can place phone calls and get credentials. I can get other people credentials that I choose to get credentials for. So I think I'm established when it comes to boxing media, right? But now it's about branching off. And through my research on social media, and me, like I said, I look at myself as a young CBS, a young NBC, right? I have my own company. I chose to cover boxing, but I cover other things as well, right? So as a CEO of a media company, a lot of times, you know, you do come in the game based off of one programming, but you also have to have other programs on your channel or your station. And that's what Showtime Shanewz Media has been doing. And shout out to the ones that have been receiving that, whether it is the Source Sisters experience, whether it is the food reviews, whether it is the reaction videos, different programming. Hopefully you are catching this sauce. Let me get out and hit this alternator. I am in a hoopty. In order for me to jump, I gotta hit the alternator. But I'll be right back, okay? All right, check the vibes, right? I put out some content, right? And somebody tried to report my content, say that it was bullying, right? I got an email that said that my content was bullying. Uh, I don't get that. I was bullying when the content itself is educational. Because basically what I did was right. I did it short, and I took the tweets from Devin Haney and Shakur going back and forth, and I basically spoke about how the fact that like how content creators were a part of that happening, and then wanted to make it seem like you know play victim or try to you know go the other route with it. It's like, bro, you can't come on here and speak on something. Hold on, let me see something. Look, let me check here quick. Yeah, all in a day's work, y'all. I had to. Some got stuck. You heard me? You go wash my hands now. Give me 2 more seconds, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Me, Mr. Kill two birds with one stone. Sorry, y'all. I didn't have my gloves on, man. Sometimes you gotta get a little dirty. But luckily I'm in the yard, right? So I can go in here and wash my hands. But I grabbed something, you know, from underneath my street sweeper. My man must be going home. He's taking a half, huh? Let me go in here and fuck with him, see what's going on. Be nosy. Let me go in here and be nosy, see what's going on. Be a little nosy. All right, y'all, I'm back. Yo, listen, I did want to go get a bag of chips, right? But what, right here in the front. I got you. Right here. I got you. See, we look out for one another. He said, hit that muck for him. I'll hit it right now. So let me get this shit out the way. Get that out the way there, brother. Get right to it for you. Get right to it for you. Give you a couple passes. You know, I knew I was gonna be in the yard, right? Like this. I would have. Double backhand. Hold on. I'm gonna look out for the guy, right? That's what I do, right? I'm nice with this thing now. Oh, man, that was bad. That was bad right there. Yeah, I want to top my drink off, right? I just hit a nice turn, and then the cup holder spilled over, man. The cup holder spilled over. So I'm gonna hit it one more time for the guy. One time for the one time. You know, I'm nice with my machine, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why they all be trying to call me for the special jobs and shit, man. But they know I get busy. I get busy out here in these streets. I take pride in my stuff, man. I'm gonna hit it one more time for them. Yeah, it should be good right there. But what I touched the yard while I'm in here. You know. Now, some of y'all say, "Oh man, look at you! You trying to get brownie points?" Nah, I already hit a couple passes. I might as well, right? Since I'm in here, get some of this muck up. But it's a lot of muck in here, man. A lot of muck. Wow, look at this. Nasty. Yes, I'm sorry I took my live somewhere else, man. But I think I got my speaking points in as far as like the whole TO thing. For those of y'all that was, in here, you know. And we got some fight cards coming up October. We got one. We got a fight in Huntington Village at the Paramount. Alex Vargas is fighting on that card. I think they're trying to build up like a fight between him and Cletus. Cletus Selden. And right now, you know what? I think that fight will probably end up happening because Alex Vargas, not for nothing, he just became a Suffolk County police officer. So he's got a big backing behind him. If you guys don't know, when it comes to New York, whether it's the NYPD or Suffolk, in Suffolk County, they are very influential in the boxing game, especially the amateur game. Especially the amateur game, if you didn't know. Put the stuff for that real quick. Man. So I don't mind getting all this muck up right now, right? If I'm in the yard, I could always go. You know? That's what I'm doing. I'm getting a lot of this muck up. That's what it's in this yard. But usually the loader, right? We scrape this with the loader. But since I'm here, right, and I just looked out for the guys over there, you know. So why not? You know, I'm not gonna go get a bag of chips. Even though I want a bag of chips, like, I've been doing good, right? I see my videos, man. You see me out there getting my cardio in with my vest on, my weighted vest. My weighted vest is the truth, man. At night I be feeling it, but I ain't gonna lie. When I settle in at the crib, I be like, damn, I take that vest off, my legs be feeling it. But it's paying off though. Cause now I hooked them up, man. Now I should go in there and shake them down for lunch, right? Like, yo, who's going to get lunch? Nah. Who's getting lunch? I came out good, man. Came out real good. Yeah, y'all got any topics y'all want me to touch up on, man? Y'all got any topics y'all want me to touch up on? I'll touch up on something right now. But this is lunchtime, man. It's lunchtime. I got my green tea with the sea moss in it. If y'all got a topic y'all want me to touch up on, let it rip, man. I'm here. I think I got my Teofimo piece off, man. Like I said, I was chopping it up with my boy, Takeover Promotions. I mean, yeah, that's what I call him. Yeah, he was a media guy too. Just to see his growth in the game. You know, you got to network, man. Network with your tribe, bro. That's what I do. I network with the people I know networking with me, man. If I know you're not networking with me, you know, it is what it is. It's still all love, but I just know, like, you're not for me. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not for me. Because I do too much shit for free. And can show you that can prove that you're for me, right? So the shit that I do for free, if I notice you don't network with that shit, do you think I'm gonna come to you about anything that requires getting the bag? You know that it might be some money behind this. Or we both could profit off it. Do you think I'm gonna network with you on that? If you show me that you don't network with free shit, like, come on, bro. That's what another reason why I love YouTube, because YouTube exposes motherfuckers, bro. YouTube will expose motherfuckers, man. Right? But like I said, salute to the ones that do reach out, right? You know, the ones that do reach out. But the others, like, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, right? Because Jihad already been let out the bag. I've been a part of a lot of shit, whether it's getting fighters fights or making a phone call to somebody and be like, "Yo, man, um, such and such is looking for a date." And somebody been telling me to do these type of things, but you know, when you moving so fast and you have a cloudy mind, like I said, for I'm going on 7 months and some change now, where my mind hasn't been cloudy at all, no alcohol, nothing. So now I'll be like, my frequency is just different, right? But I remember dudes always telling me, right? but I'm not when I'm not functioning at a high frequency like that. I miss the little gems. I pick up on a lot of gems, but I miss them too. But now I've just been catching them all, right? So yeah, if you show me that you don't network for free, like YouTube is free networking, bro. YouTube is free networking. You niggas is so in your fields on YouTube, right? You would know, like, and you block your own blessings when you do shit like that, man. Because a guy, and I'm gonna use my man WCS for example, right? I love networking with WCS. Networking with WCS has turned me into a cameraman. Has made me yeah. I think I'm a hell of a photographer, man. I seen Jamel Herring and Abdullah Mason, like real people post my work, man, as a photographer. But networking with World Combat Sports put me into that lane, right? Put me into that lane, and that's why I say like networking with people, with real people. Like, you can't like a lot of motherfuckers on this YouTube shit, and there's real people on here. Cause trust and believe, I done made a lot of connections on YouTube, solid connections, connections that open bigger doors, right? The majority of these dudes that you think are popping or they're not even gate openers. They're gate closers, man. Oh, salute to WCS in the building. Just talking about you. Hopefully you heard that, man. All good things, though. All good things. I'm just lounging here right now, man. For real, I got my break, man. So but just chill. Head out after lunch. I would jump in the loader, man, and play around. That's what you see. People that like to get ahead, that's what you would do, right? I would go in there and get the keys to the loader and play around. You know, hone my skills up. I feel like honing my skills up with my blogging right now, man. But the loader's sitting right there. Look, I'll show y'all. I can go get in the loader right now. Let me turn my camera on. Normally, that's what I would do. See the loader sitting over there? Can y'all see it? Sitting right over there. So one don't got his bucket on. I will go get in the loader and play around. But remember, you know why I'm not gonna play around? Because yesterday I had to actually work in the loader. Did y'all see my video I posted yesterday? Because the other yard I was in was a smaller subdivision yard, and it's not organized. So all of the droppings that we was dropping over there, nobody piled it up. So yesterday I had to pile it up myself. That's why I say, you know what, today I'll just chill. But if they did have some big branches back there, I wouldn't mind doing that, man. But yes, Teofimo's in a great position, man. I was talking with my guy, man. Like, depending on like, if Devin Haney and what's the name fight, right? He has that potential fight. If Devin is able to beat Regis Progress, right? They have that potential fight on the horizon for those two, which would be a unification fight. He also has, like I said, Ryan Garcia. Um, yes, the little guys right now are in great position, man. What they got to do is just keep doing what they're doing, growing their brands, and marketing themselves, and then just being smart, like keeping the right affiliation around you, keeping the right energy around you. Because one thing about life, period, like it's about energy, man. Protect your energy. You get the wrong people around you, the wrong energy. You catch the flu, bro. You catch the flu. I'm cleaning my glasses. But yeah, they reported my video, man. I did a nice video, right? Breaking down, and it's an educational video, but they said it was bullying because I told the truth, right? I had to shorten it up, but it was longer than that. When I was breaking down how the tweets, right? Because I was basically saying how like content creators played a major part into that. These same content creators that are trying to get on here now and act all conscious. You know, wanna be pillars of the community. Like, nah, you niggas was out here slandering Shakur Stevenson's name, bigging up Devin Haney, putting Shakur down. It was Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence all over again. But unlike Terrence, Shakur snapped and said, "Yo, fuck that." You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. But see, one thing too, which I failed to realize is Devin Haney been trying to throw shots, right? And I want y'all to catch this, right? When Devin Haney be saying you broke ass, this, you know what he's speaking on? The old Shakur. See, people don't catch that shit because they're so stupid and think he's talking about now. He can't be talking about now. They're both in the same bracket. They're millionaire fighters. He's talking about old Shakur. See, when you grow up privileged, yeah, Devin Haney grew up privileged. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So he still got that mentality, still a spoon in his mouth ass nigga, right? When he's saying you're broke ass, you're bum ass, you're broke ass. That's what he's talking about when they were kids. He's not talking about now because Shakur is a millionaire, man. And all you dumb niggas that are running with that, like, no, that nigga's a millionaire, man. That nigga's his last couple of fights he fought for M's. Heard me, M's plural. He's a millionaire. He's a millionaire, man. So you dumb niggas, you poor niggas, respectfully, like that's the wrong narrative to run with. That he's broke. That he's jealous of Devin Haney because he's broke. No, he's not. No. You niggas on YouTube are broke, to be honest with you. If God forbid they shut YouTube down and some of you niggas that make money off of YouTube, you niggas might lose your fucking mind. Real talk. You niggas, we might see y'all niggas on the highway somewhere. You wouldn't know what to do. What to do, man. For real. Because we already seen that take place. When they play like the new rules and all this, and certain videos could be monetized, a lot of y'all started losing your mind then. Wanting to report people's channels and felt threatened. To each his own now. And you know what? I might jump in the loader, man. I'm sitting here bored, man. Nah, man. And even when I jump in the loader, that's some extra content to give y'all, man. You know? That's some content to give y'all. I think I might do that, man. You know what? I'm just sitting here, man. You know? I like to be active, man. So, listen. Why don't I do that? That way, I can get a little practice in, right? Practice makes perfect, right? Y'all know that saying, right? You heard me just cut this one off. That's what I'm gonna go do for y'all. Just chill out, right? Chill out, rock out with me. Let me show y'all, man. I'm a jack of all trades, man. I'm a jack of all trades. Get in here and play around a little bit. Get a little. Go over here and grab some branches real quick. Watch. They don't got the cone set up. Look. They don't got the cone set up. Look, I'm gonna go jump in. I'm gonna go jump in the loader. See the loader right there? Then what is that? 380? Is that 380? Can't really see from over here. Got to get to the side. If it's 380, is it 380? No, it is 371. So what I'm gonna do is I will jump in 371. I think 371 is like the one I was in yesterday. It is the triple. It has the three controllers. I'm gonna jump in and play around a little bit. See, 357 when my man Chris is in.
That's the deluxe, man. It's only one joystick. That is the easiest one to operate in here. The one joystick, man, one joystick is sweet. Chris is in that one. You know, Chris is the yard guy. I'm gonna jump in three. I'm gonna jump in 371 and play around a little bit. All right. Yeah. You know, just tell my guy what I'm gonna do. I say one thing about the yard, right? He has the yard set up how he likes it. So just give him a heads up that I'm gonna mess with some of his pals. You know, everybody's territorial around here. I see his setup. He got a nice setup. He got it nice, real nice in here. See his piles. Look, different piles right here. That is the sweeper pile right there. That is mix right there. You got brush, leaves. This is a nice bucket head right there. All right, y'all. Y'all about to yeah, y'all about to see your boy get busy. Look, see, I'm gonna show y'all, man. We got skills over here. Yeah, that's the three joint one. That's like the one I was in yesterday. This is the older one. We're gonna get busy, y'all. We're gonna get busy. Check the vibes, right? Alrighty. Yeah, this is like the one I remember the one I was in yesterday was for those y'all that was paying attention, that support the content. Let's get that. Let's get that air condition rocking in here. Alright. Now look. See this is an old one. Remember the other one is like, oh, it's like that one. See how it's this one joystick? You see, can y'all see over there? Get the one joystick. This got three. See, three. See how I'm lifting it up? Lifting it up. Right? Lift it up. This controls the bucket right here. See how forward, back, up, forward, back. See, look, give me out of the tutorial, forward, back, up, down. This closes it up. Look, opens the mouth up right here. See, the mouth is open. Give me out a tutorial, right? See, Chrome, bring it home. When you want to bring it home, close the mouth. Chrome, bring it home. Open it up. Chrome, bring it home. Lower it down a little bit. All right, let's go get busy. See, now y'all know I had to do that. So I know a lot of y'all be like, yo, Sean, you be frying, man. You don't know how to operate that shit. You be in here frying. You just be taking pictures. You just be taking pictures. There we go. And we're off, look. See, one thing about these, you want to draw these with 2 feet. See? Just manually show y'all, man. Skills, man. Skills. Skills, look. Skills, man. Show y'all skills. Spin the block, man. You know, when I say I'll be operating hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, that's what I mean. Well, spin the block. Now I'm gonna come over here and play with this. Look, spin the block. So he already He already loaded that, but what I'll do is, right, I'll come over here, show y'all, lift her up, right? I want to grab a little bit of that. See how I threw it up? Bang. Perfect. Now look, watch this. I'm going to bring it down like this and drag it out, right? Open her up, right? Look. Open her up. See that? Look. Scales, scales, scales. Now, close up. Chrome, bring her home. Look. I tried to grab that big long. Let me see if I got her. Nope. I didn't get her. So what I got to do now, you don't panic. See, I got it right there. Now you see it right there? Look, don't panic. Don't panic. See, your boy got skills. Look. Now watch me grab her now. See, I positioned them. Look, and I'm doing all this on my phone. Wow. I'm getting nice, man. Normally, I wouldn't have been doing this on my phone. Look. So I got her now. Look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oop. Nope. I still didn't get her. I still didn't get her. Got her, right? I got her. Let me show you. As soon as I got her up out of there, as soon as I got her up out of there, you see what happened? I hit my phone and it kicked me out the goddamn studio. When I got her, look. See her? I got her, look. See her? You see her? Got her in there, right? Look, y'all see her, right? Now what we're gonna do is dump her to show y'all we got her. Ha ha! How was that? How was that? How was that? How was that? I gotta take that and post that, right? You see? How was that? Man, now this is the pile over here where I just dumped that, right? I'll come over here and play around with this a little bit. That came out good. I might have to do another tutorial. I might have to do another tutorial. See, see that? Boy, night. Look, I'm doing this with my phone in my hand, and that boy nice. Look, see that dig right there? Now we will dump her right here. And look, man, y'all refresh the super chat. Yeah, refresh my super chat. Yeah, refresh my super chat. Refresh my super chat. Refresh my super chat. Let me show y'all the yard. I'm gonna give y'all a rundown of the yard now, the different stuff. Then I'm gonna go Paul. That's the concrete over there, right? Concrete is kind of empty right now. See the bank run, blue stone, regular stone, trap rock. I'm gonna spin the block for y'all and show y'all what I did out front real quick. I should have never swept that up. If I didn't sweep that shit up out front, I could have went out there and scraped it with this. But being that I swept it, right? It's not in the scrape, man. I'm gonna show you. See where I swept out in the front? When I told you I was out here sweeping, going around in circles. Now if I had out there sweep all this up, I could have came out here and grabbed it up with this. When they ask you about the sauce, tell them yo, sauce is nice, man. Look. Be like, yo, sauce is official. Tell them, man, y'all hating on the wrong nigga on YouTube. You might want to get with him. You might want to get with him. Yeah, now look, I'm gonna tell you, when you parallel park these joints right here, I'm nice. Now, I remember my first time parallel parking one of these shits, right? These shits is weird. Watch. Yeah, you're gonna see how the look how the ass turns. Look. Yeah, I'll let y'all see the mirror. Watch how the whole ass kicks out. Told you these shits is weird. Parallel Parker though. How was that for y'all, man? How was that, man? How was that? Was that cool? Did I show y'all some skills? Yeah, did I show y'all some skills? Man, not a bad parallel park either. Did I show y'all some skills? Yo, did I show y'all some skills? I gotta take some of that video. Hopefully, I showed y'all some skill. AV, nothing on the table yet to speak on. Nothing on the table as of yet to speak on. But thank you for asking. We should have had been on that past card that just fought in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we couldn't get our get back. Nicholas Flays turned down the offer. You know. Hang these back up. Hey Tom, how you doing, man? Not much. They got you in the yard today? It's not bad. See, I like the two button joints. You know what I'm saying? I like the two button joints. The the three controllers cool. Those are like the older ones. The two 380s are two. 357 is the one joystick. The one joysticks are the best. That's like, man, the three's all right, man. The three with three, you got a lot going on, as you can see. You know, you got a lot going on with the three. That's what I was in yesterday, the three. But it's not as this one is a newer three. This one is the newer 3. Yeah, that one is the newer 3. Now, check the vibe. I'm gonna dump, and then I'm gonna head back to my area. See, normally, right? Like we got the yard maintained well. You know what I'm saying? See, all the piles is pretty much situated. Like I could have messed with my little shit right here, but I would have had to move this. Look, I did all right. Look, did I do all right? Y'all see what I did over there, right? I grabbed that big ass log. Let me come over here and dump real quick. Let me show y'all what I'll be saying, how my shit is ghetto. Like, in order for me to dump, look at the shit that I gotta go through with. See, I come here. That's my alternator right there. I gotta hit my own alternator, ghetto shit. That's some ghetto shit right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's some ghetto ass shit right there. But see, now had I moved, I could have played around with this. But I said I played around with that over there. You know? I'm gonna repost that too. I gotta repost that, man. Man, I gotta repost that, man. Cause you know I got skills. But yeah, we don't have no date, AV. Now maybe November. I don't know. Don't quote me. Don't quote me there, good brother. Man. I'm gonna dump this. I'm gonna get to doing what I gotta do. There we go. I'm about to say, come on, man. I hate the alternator. The shit was in there, see? That was just from the yard, man. Damn. A lot of dirt up in this motherfucker. But listen, y'all be good. I don't know if I'm gonna come back on later on tonight. That's why I want to jump on now. But smash the like button on the way out, on the way in. I'm gonna put a quick short together. You know the vibes. I holla.
Oh my gosh, it's sweating. Down, Narina. Down, Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous?